Your person is currently going through a very challenging time in their life, which is why they've been distant and silent lately. It may feel like they've pulled away emotionally or mentally, and you're likely left wondering why. The truth is, they are facing a whirlwind of emotions and life circumstances that have made it difficult for them to connect with your energy the way they once did, or the way they want to. It's not about you or the connection lacking in value or depth. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The connection you share is incredibly meaningful to them, and that's part of what makes this silence so heavy. They're trying to sort through a lot, and although it may not seem like it, they're doing their best to find clarity within the chaos. Despite the distance, they are actually much closer to reaching out than you might think. This isn't a case of someone walking away or losing interest. It's more about needing to clear the emotional and practical hurdles in their life before they feel ready to step forward. Their desire to deepen this connection is strong. They envision taking things to a higher level of commitment with you, something more stable, real, and lasting. They don't want to continue living in emotional limbo. They want to show up fully, but they understand that doing so requires them to first address certain unresolved aspects of their life. One of the major obstacles right now is a third-party interference. This doesn't necessarily mean there's another romantic relationship involved. It could be work-related stress, obligations to family, or emotional baggage from an ex-partner, be it an ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend, ex-wife, or ex-husband. These ties, while perhaps no longer emotionally significant, still have practical or psychological weight. Your person knows that in order to offer you the kind of love and partnership you deserve, they need to fully close those chapters. They don't want to bring unresolved problems into your relationship or let external influences affect what could be something truly beautiful between you two. They carry a lot of unspoken emotions and truths inside them, things they want to confess, things they wish they could explain. But they're torn. A part of them fears that if they reveal everything they've been holding back, whether it's about their current struggles, past mistakes, or even their lingering attachments, you may not understand or accept it. This internal conflict has created a deep anxiety in them. They worry that if they finally open up and ask for a bit more time or understanding, you might feel let down, walk away, or simply say, "Enough is enough." And this is the last thing they want. Your person is aware that they may have already disappointed you before. They know that there have been moments when your trust in them was shaken, and they carry that guilt with them. It weighs heavily on their conscience. That's why they are struggling with the idea of coming forward now. They wonder if you'll believe in them again, if you'll be willing to hold space for them to work through this and still remain by their side. The fear of rejection, of being too late or not enough, is something they wrestle with constantly. Despite all these worries, there is one thing they are sure of: they don't want to lose you. No matter what happens or how complicated things feel right now, the love they feel for you is real, deep, and unique. You are not just another person to them, you are the most special person in their life. You are the one who holds the key to their heart, even if they haven't found the right words or courage to say it out loud. They see you as someone who has touched their soul in a way no one else has. Even during this silent phase, your presence lingers in their thoughts and emotions. They often replay memories, imagine conversations, and wonder what life could be like if they were able to fully offer themselves to you without these complications. That vision brings them hope, and also pressure. Because they don't want to ruin something that means this much. They want to come forward when they're sure they can be the person you deserve. So, while they may seem distant on the outside, internally they are waging a battle between fear and love, anxiety and hope. They are moving through this period with the intent to come out on the other side stronger, more self-aware, and more prepared to love you fully. they just need a little more time, a little more courage, and a little more healing. And through it all, their greatest hope is that when they finally do come to you with truth, vulnerability, and sincerity, you'll still be there, ready to listen, to understand, and perhaps, to build something even stronger together. Letting you walk away from me remains one of the biggest regrets of my life. Even now, thinking back to that moment, I wish I had done something, anything, to stop you. I should have fought harder for us, for the love and connection we shared. But at that time, my heart and mind were in chaos. It felt like I was trapped on a roller coaster that wouldn't stop, so many emotions, so much confusion, and no clear way to express what I was feeling. I didn't have the strength or clarity to communicate properly, and instead of holding on, I let go. That decision still haunts me. Even though we've been apart, I've never truly stopped thinking about you. I know you probably sense it. I've always kept an eye on you in whatever small ways I could. I quietly check in from a distance, hoping you're okay, hoping life is treating you gently. I've tried to stay silent, to convince myself that it's better this way, but the truth is, these emotions I have for you have only grown deeper. They sit heavily on my chest, begging to be released. I can't hold them back anymore. Every day, I find myself overwhelmed with thoughts of you, but today especially, I miss you so much it physically hurts. I often feel foolish when I reflect on how I acted back then. There were moments when I could have chosen understanding, when I could have taken a breath and opened up to you, but I didn't. I let pride, fear, and emotional instability drive my decisions. I feel stupid for letting temporary feelings dictate permanent consequences. The choices I made after you left, the paths I followed, the distractions I chased, they've brought me no peace, no joy, and certainly no healing. They didn't serve me in any meaningful way. In fact, they only highlighted just how much I lost when I lost you. Because the truth is, with you, I felt something rare, something real. It was more than comfort. It was a sense of being truly seen, accepted, and loved for who I am. When I was with you, I felt alive in a way I've never experienced with anyone else. I felt at home, like I belonged, like I didn't have to pretend or hold back any part of myself. Now, without you, everything feels different. The days are heavier. The nights feel longer. There's a constant emptiness that lingers in my chest, and no matter what I do, I can't seem to fill it. I feel suffocated by this silence between us, and more than that, I feel broken, shattered in ways I didn't think were possible. Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever get the chance to make things right. I hold on to hope, however small, that you might still have a little space in your heart for me. I will come back for you. I need to. But the question that keeps me awake at night is, would you even give me another chance? Would you let me try to rebuild what we had? I don't blame you if you're hesitant. I've made mistakes, more than I care to admit. But please know that I've grown. I've taken a long, hard look at myself and the choices I made, and I'm ready to do things differently. I can't stand being this far away from you anymore. This distance, emotional, physical, and spiritual, has been unbearable. You are someone I can never replace. Believe me, I've tried to distract myself, to move forward, to pretend that maybe I could find something similar with someone else. But it's not possible. You're one of a kind. You're the only person who has ever truly understood me, challenged me, and loved me with such raw honesty. You complete me in ways I didn't even know I needed. You bring out the best in me, and you gently expose the parts of me that need healing. You complement my spirit in every possible way, with your patience, your fire, your laughter, and your quiet strength. I know I've created a mess at times, through my words, my silence, my withdrawal, and my inability to be the person you needed when it mattered most. And for all of that, I am truly sorry. I am sorry for the pain I caused you, for the confusion, and for making you feel like you weren't enough, when in reality, you were always more than enough. You were everything. I'm not writing this to stir up old wounds or to place pressure on you. I'm writing this because I need you to know how deeply I still care, how much I've changed, and how desperately I wish I could turn back time and do things differently. But I can't undo the past, I can only ask for a chance to create a better future. With you. So, if there's still even a sliver of love left between us, if there's even the tiniest whisper in your heart that misses what we had, please let me try again. Let me show you that I've learned, that I'm ready to love you the way you've always deserved. I miss you. I need you. I love you. And I'm ready to fight, for you, for us, for everything we lost and everything we can still become. Lately, I've been overwhelmed with memories, flashbacks of our past conversations keep replaying in my mind like a movie I can't pause or escape. I find myself reflecting on every word, every moment when I had the chance to show you my love and affection, but instead, I let it slip away because of my pride, my ego, and my immaturity. I can now admit, with a heavy heart, that I was blinded by my own insecurities and misguided actions. I truly thought that if I acted cool and kept things light and flirty, I would somehow charm you into falling for me. I believed that mystery and aloofness were the keys to winning your heart. But I see now how wrong I was. You were never the kind of woman who could be impressed by games or shallow gestures. You are the kind of woman who values sincerity, loyalty, and emotional depth. While I was busy playing a role, putting on an image of someone confident and untouchable, you were quietly teaching me the kind of love you deserve, a love that is consistent, warm, and rooted in respect. I thought being unpredictable and detached would make me more desirable. I thought that by keeping you guessing, I could somehow make you chase me. But that approach only created distance between us. There were countless moments when I deliberately didn't answer your calls or respond to your messages, thinking that pulling away would make you want me more. I convinced myself that creating space would make you long for my attention, but in reality, it only pushed you further away. I see now how selfish and manipulative that behavior was. You reached out with sincerity, wanting connection, and I responded with silence. That silence wasn't power, it was fear disguised as pride. I see now that instead of building a relationship, I was tearing it down, brick by brick, with every missed opportunity to show you I cared. The truth is, I was scared. Scared of being vulnerable, scared of letting someone in completely. So I played it safe behind a mask of nonchalance. But the cost of that fear was losing someone truly special. You. And I'm only realizing the full extent of that loss now. You gave me so many chances, so many gentle reminders of the kind of man you hoped I would be. You were patient, kind, and open with me, and I didn't honor that. I thought affection meant grand gestures or charming words, but you showed me that real affection is in the quiet moments, the thoughtful check-ins, the genuine conversations, the steady presence. Through our time together, even in the moments I didn't deserve you, you taught me a great deal, not just about you, but about what it means to truly love someone. You showed me what a real woman values, and you made it clear that kindness, gentleness, and integrity are far more attractive than games or bravado. You taught me that a woman of strength doesn't fall for flashy behavior, she sees through it. She waits for the man who will meet her with emotional maturity, not manipulation. Looking back, I realize I was trying to impress you with things that never really mattered. I missed the opportunity to open up, to be honest about how much I cared. I should have been vulnerable, should have told you how I felt, instead of trying to win your affection. Love isn't a game. It's not about strategy or trying to stay one step ahead. It's about showing up, being real, being present even when it's uncomfortable. You taught me that love requires humility. It requires effort. It requires a willingness to be emotionally available and to choose the other person, not just when it's convenient or easy, but especially when it's hard. You helped me understand that a true connection is built on trust, and trust can't exist without consistency and honesty. I failed to provide those things when it mattered most. As painful as it is to admit these things now, I feel that you deserve to know the truth. I don't expect anything from you, no forgiveness, no second chance. This is not a plea to get you back, but rather a way to express what I never had the courage to say before. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the times I made you feel unimportant, for the moments I left you wondering where you stood, and for not appreciating the rare and beautiful person that you are. If nothing else, I hope you carry this with you. You made a lasting impact on me. You showed me what it means to love and be loved in a meaningful way. You helped me grow, even if I didn't realize it at the time. And for that, I will always be grateful. You deserve someone who shows up for you, who honors your heart, and who never takes your love for granted. I'm sorry I wasn't that person, but because of you, I'm learning how to become him.